even with those energies playing out, whoever you are, because it depends on your timeline, so apply to your situation. This is more so a general reading. Some of you could have already gone through this. Some of you could be getting out of this currently in this moment, but you're going to be coming into this energy. And a lot of you, I feel you here, okay? Like, you're like rebirth, you're looking good, and it's a very fresh energy. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very enticing. Like, even I want to be around this energy. It's a starfish, okay? So it's glowing, it's beautiful, it's catching attention. And the thing is, to be honest, it feels more energetic than physical. Because what I'm seeing here, whoever you are, you went through a very, like, you went through it. I don't know whatever the heck you went through, but you went through it. And you're coming out on the other side, and so it's like you wear it really well, okay? It's like you don't even have to try it. You know how some people would, I don't know, put so much effort into their getting ready routine, into going to the barber shop or going to the hair salon, or, you know, it's like you don't really have to try much, and that effortlessness about it makes it so much more attractive. Like, because what I'm getting with the starfish is you don't even have to try. And I don't think this is going to apply for everyone, but your energy is so enticing and so alluring and attractive, because it's starfish is attractive. It's someone who gets attention, but it's not an attention-seeking energy, okay? Keep that in mind, because, again, I read for Pisces. Pisces are more so, like, on the low. Like, they love their privacy. It's like that underground billionaire nobody would know about, because they just value privacy so much more. They value quality over quantity. And so the type of person that I'm speaking to, you're not seeking attention. You're not going out there seeking attention, but you're getting it. And to be honest, it feels like it has a lot to do with whatever the heck you just went through, okay? This reading is not going to apply for everyone, so if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Don't make it fit. Whoever I'm speaking to, you went through, like, a very heavy cycle of, I don't know what this was. I don't know, like, what I'm getting with this, because it's kind of like, it feels like a big blanket of, like, heaviness, or like very draining kind of energy. Whatever this was, I don't know if it was triggered by a particular event. I don't know if something happened. I don't know if you just feel like you got steamrolled into the energy, like you just felt it energetically, because these are very heavy energies to kind of navigate through. It's like, for some of you, you might have even, like, lost your North Star, whatever that means. Like, you might have lost sight of what it was that you were going for, the ships that you were waiting for. 3 of Wands in the reverse being your first card, outside from the general energy, okay? This represents delays, this represents blockages, this represents kind of like not wanting to kind of rock the boat, not wanting to dream too much, not wanting to want too much, because of fear of not getting it, right? It's like, if I don't ask for nothing, then I'm not going to get rejected. Or if I don't ask for anything, then it's not going to be denied, right? But it's like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So there's something a little bit distorted with this energy here. And it's kind of interesting to see how we go from the 3 of Wands in the reverse to the 2 of Wands in the upright. Like, this specific combination, like, I don't know, and I don't want to stay in this energy. I feel like I need to touch base on whatever this is for whoever needs to hear it. But, like, what I like the most about your reading is this, okay? I can't even pick up the card. So, this right here, starfish, all right? You're looking good, you're feeling good, whether you know it or not, whether you even paid attention to, I don't know, like, getting ready, or whether you even put any kind of effort towards your appearance. Your energy is juicy, it's magnetizing, it's attractive, and you're not having to do a lot physically to get what it is that you want. Because some way, somehow, your glow up is kind of, like, your glow up is overcompensating for anything else that has not gone right, if that makes sense. Like, if you feel like, oh my god, everything's delayed, everything's been paused, like, I'm just dealing with all this toxicity, all this negativity, all these people from the past, all this grief and loss, and thinking about the things that have gone. A lot of you, what I'm getting from the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Swords in the reverse together, a lot of you have been having a lot of, like, flashbacks and memories of the past and past situations, and you're like, what the heck? Like, why am I even thinking about this? Why am I even thinking about that? It doesn't make me feel good, so, like, you know, why am I thinking about it, you know? There's no sense of, like, there's really no resolution, because you can't go in the past, but it's like, for whoever I'm channeling for, the Ace of Swords and the 5 of Cups, like, you've been plagued by memories, all right? Plagued. And I don't even know why I want to use that word so much, because it feels like, imagine your whole life flashing before your eyes as a movie, right? But now imagine all the things that you have lost, all the things that didn't go right, all the things that ended with no closure, or the things that, you know, this just kind of fell apart. So imagine, instead of playing the movie of your life, they're just playing the bad scenes, right? Or the scenes that were most uncomfortable or embarrassing, or those cringy kind of moments, or those bad memories, or those traumatic kind of experiences, whatever it was. With the Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups, it was plaguing your mind space. With the Ace of Swords, it represents the mind space. And it was kind of, it started with your mind, all the memories, and then it was dragged into your emotions. So whatever this was, like whether regret or loss or grief or depression or sadness or apathy or just feeling numb completely, okay? Because again, she's taking account of everything that's kind of, you know, like spilled over. So I don't want to spend too much time on those energies, because what you're coming into is way better than whatever this is. So if any of you are still going through it, like, and you resonate with this reading, what I will say is that you're right there. You're right there. I feel like some of you may have to make some kind of decisive action, strictly and specifically in choosing the future over the past, whatever that means, okay? Whatever that means. This is a general reading, so apply it to your situation, okay? Whether this is past opportunities resurfacing, people calling you back from the past, old people trying to come back into your life, right? There's a very clear choice and distinction. If this is not your reading, don't make it fit, of voluntarily, consciously, in full awareness of what you're about to do, choosing the future over the past, okay? Because some of you are going to be met, and some of you are already going through this with a crossroads, okay? Someone may resurface from the past, apologies, people wanting to be a part of your vortex, people wanting to be a part of your energy, because this energy, Pisces, I don't know how else to explain it, but this is kind of like I almost want to say like satellite. It's like you may not even be fully present on social media or like out there or talking to people, but this glow up that you're coming into, everybody can feel it. It's like it ripples out. It's like some kind of like satellite sign of like, hey, Pisces is back online. Hey, Pisces is like, something with your energy is so powerful. It goes far beyond your own like body, and it can be felt. It can be felt. So this energy that you're coming into is naturally going to revive situations from the past, people from the past, okay? Whether they're coming in with an apology, whether they're coming in trying to see what's up, what you're up to. And you're gonna have to make a decision. Are you gonna choose the past, whatever this means? It can even be a job, right? That you applied for a long time ago, maybe it didn't happen and now it's coming back around. But there's a very clear distinction, and if it's not your reading, don't make it fit, because what I don't like, and I've noticed in the comments, is like people, and again, like people take from the reading what resonates for them, but then people are like, oh, are you saying for me to go back to that toxic ex? Or like no, tarot is never going to tell you to do that. If that's what you want to do with your free will, then that's what you do with your free will. But again, it's left up to interpretation, but it's meant to empower and help you. So if you're ever thinking like, okay, does this mean that I stay in this bad situation? Or like, no. And so that's why there's a very clear distinction here that you need to choose the future over the past, okay? Whatever that means. Whether it's job opportunities, people coming back into your life, family members, people trying to reconnect, anything that's coming from the past right now is coming with a whole lot of karmic ties and attachments with the devil in the reverse, okay? And that's only gonna bring more confusion into your life, instability into your life, and emotional loss, okay? So you don't make money when you're in your emotions. Like you don't get the bag when you're depressed. You know, you don't go find a lover or a new relationship or a new connection. You don't start a business when, you know, when you're so apathetic and numb to life that you could care less, that you don't even have a North Star anymore, that you don't even know why you're doing it anymore. So it's like, this energy doesn't benefit anyone. The blues, okay, it doesn't benefit anyone. So there's, okay, emotions, it's okay to feel them and it's okay to let them pass through. But when a feeling becomes an emotion, and then that emotion becomes a state of being, that's when it gets troublesome. Because a lot of people identify with being depressed or sad or anxious or stressed, like it becomes an identity. And the reason I'm saying this is because there's a healthy way where we do experience emotions. There are ups, there are downs, and we do experience emotions. The only thing with that is that emotions are meant to be felt and then let go of. It shouldn't become your state of being. And so there's a lot of people that want to keep you here, okay? Sad or depressed or feeling the loss or the grief or thinking about the things that have gone, because you're about to make a massive transition. And to be honest, like, I don't want to put any pressure or make anyone kind of, whoever resonates with this reading, you'll know who you are. But there's like a very decisive kind of action right now. Do you see how she has these 2 wands? Okay. She has these 2 wands. This wand represents the past. This wand, I don't know if you can see here, but it's so much closer to the world map in this little travel van, and she's kind of leaning towards this wand. This wand represents the future. This wand represents the past, okay? So which one are you going to choose? Because there's going to be the test of the past, not just because of the retrograde, but because of how transitional this period is for you. Old people might want to, tie you up, chain you up, keep you in the same place. Or they might think that you can lift them up with you too. And that's only going to bring both of you down. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense, but they're trying to shoot their shot, And if there's ever a time to be selfish, it's right now. Because this is not just about you, Pisces. This is about the people that you're going to help. This is about the generations to come. This is about your legacy, okay? Like, when a lot of people say, oh, I'm scared to step into my calling, or I'm scared to step into my purpose because, I'm not very confident at this, or I'm not very good at that, or I have these insecurities, or there's already so many people doing it. Like, the best way to get out of that kind of like attitude, and I don't even know why this is coming in, this might just be for one person, is that it's not really even about you, okay? Instead of saying, how am I going to sound? How are people going to perceive me? How are people going to like me, or this or that? It's like, it's not even about you. When you think about service and helping others and stepping in submission, when you put that attention outward to the people that you're helping, you won't care how you look, you won't care how you sound, if people like you or not, because you're in service, you have a purpose, right? It's like walking into a party full of people and you're just kind of looking around and you don't know anyone and you kind of look awkward there, or you walk into a party and even if you don't know anyone there, it's like you walk with purpose, And someone who walks with purpose is someone who naturally has those leadership qualities, whether you know or not, like what it is that you're doing. Spirit will only give us as much as we can handle. And I don't know why this message is coming in. This might just be for one person, but some of you are being asked to step into your purpose, into your mission. You're waiting for the perfect time. You're waiting for that job venture. You're waiting for that investment, or you're waiting for something to show up, in your reality, or an opportunity, or someone to come knock on your door. And it's like the perfect time is now. Because the energies are here to support you, because it's not really even about you, okay? That's the thing to know. When we want to embody and live our dream life and do something that feels aligned with our soul and our soul calling, it's supported by the universe, okay? So that's the thing to take into consideration. It's going to be you and universe against whatever opposition and obstacles and lessons get placed on your path, right? But it's like, if you have universe, if you have God on your side, if you have your guides, then, to have that amount of support, it's already a success. Like, it's already guaranteed, right? And so that's the thing to consider. Anything that is holding you back now and this message is kind of like on the side here, whoever's trying to step into mission, into purpose, and you've been waiting to start that thing, right now is the time, okay? You will be supported. You will be guided through this process. And remember, it's not even about you, okay? So when you think about all the people that you can help, all the people that your help can ripple out to, okay? That's the mission itself. And universe, divine, your guides, God, they always prioritize the mission, because the mission will touch more lives than, just one person awakening, right? One person awakening, and stepping into their purpose, into their gifts, into their abilities, that will ripple out very quickly, right? It's like one candle can light 1,000,000 candles, right? And so someone here was given the torch, okay? Was given the torch to light the way, whatever. And again, this feels more like mission oriented, like purpose, like your calling, whatever it is. Some people's mission is through music, all right? Other people's through food, through art, through channeling, through reading, through being spiritual coaches, whatever it is, right? Other people like to inspire through dance, or, it's like divine will work through us in so many different ways. So it's not like a particular thing that's determined. It's just like how we allow. It's not about becoming, it's about allowing, because spirit will start to work through you. And I don't even know why this is coming in. I feel like some of you here in this collective, and I feel like that's why the reason the reason this message is coming up is because some of you already know that you're being called to step into mission, but you're very hesitant. But the thing is, whoever I'm speaking to with the Five of Cups, there's not a lot that's fulfilling you. Two of Wands to Five of Cups, you're bored. Even if you don't want to admit it, you're bored. Okay, you're bored. Nothing has changed here. Everything's kind of stayed the same. Your dreams, your goals have been placed on the back burner, and you've been staying in some kind of a comfort zone or in some kind of blues, kind of depression, sadness that is not even like, it's become, and I will just say this for some of you, it's become a little bit of an identity, okay? Like it's normal to you when it shouldn't be. Sometimes we go through these periods, but we go through downs to come back to the ups, right? And it's ups and downs always. It's a sacred cycle of life. It happens to everyone, okay? So if you've been down in the dumps, if you've been buried alive, then you know you're about to grow and come up, right? So just know where you are. If you're up, just know that there's going to be a cycle when you come back down to integrate it. If you're down, you're going to come back up to reach more enlightenment and illumination. And so this is what happens all the time. Up, down, up, down. So it's just universal law, because what I'm getting here is some of you have spent a lot of time in whatever this darkness is, okay? That you think that this is normal life. Like you think that whatever isolation, whatever depression, whatever sadness, whatever disappointment, whatever kind of dissatisfaction or unfulfillment that you've experienced with life, whatever that means to you in your experience, whoever I'm speaking to, you started to think that that was the way that your life was going to be. Like you started to get comfortable in this place, okay? And I'm going to end this reading because I'm going a little bit over time, and I told myself I'm going to do shorter readings, and I've been going way over on almost every single one of them. So yeah, whoever you are, you stayed in a comfort zone, and the pain, the darkness, like those rock bottoms have become your comfort zone. So it's like you don't even know that you don't even know what you're missing out on. And I don't want to say missing out on, because you're not missing out on anything. You're about to come up. Like you're about to come up. And you're about to experience the duality, okay? So if you've experienced a lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointment, a lot of deception, a lot of betrayal, whatever kind of darkness you've been going through, because of the sacred balance of light and the duality of life, okay? These are universal laws, okay? They're not human laws. It's not something that I made up. These are universal laws. There's an equal balance, right? As above, so below. So if you consider yourself to have experienced a lot of trauma, a lot of darkness in your life, just know that for that same amount of darkness, you have an equal or greater potential for the light. And it's not just potential, it will come back to balance the duality out. So if you've been down, just know you're about to come up, okay? And that's why Starfish is here. You're feeling fresh, you're feeling brand new, you're looking good, you're feeling good, and you're being noticed. And this is gonna bring a lot of opportunities to your life, but also a lot of tests. The Devil in the reverse with the Lovers, okay? In other tarot decks, if you guys are familiar with like the original tarot deck, the Devil and the Lovers is almost exactly the same card. Like the way it's depicted, like the chains, how they feel chained to something. And you know, it's like there's so many ways to describe the energy itself, but the Devil and the Lovers are very, very similar to the sense where you may feel tied or chained to, it's like, you could be with a different person, yet the same spirit, the same energy, the same kind of lesson, the same kind of vibe, you know? And some way, somehow, through you shining brightly, yes, you're going to attract the good stuff, but also a lot of trials and tests, because it feels like what you learned to master in whatever process this was for you was the King of Swords energy. And now that you've arrived, because you've been crowned, okay, because you're showing up as a king. You started off as a Three of Wands in the reverse, okay, and now you're showing up as a King of Swords, all right? So it's like you went through a process here. You did go through a process. You came out on the other side, and you were crowned king, okay? This King of Swords doesn't have a crown on him, but he is a king, okay? It's in the title. But you were crowned because you learned how to detach, okay? King of Swords is a very detached energy. You could be a Pisces, you can have the emotions, you can feel it all, but it doesn't mean that you're going to let it run your life. It doesn't mean that you're going to let it take over, right? And so whoever I'm speaking to, you're very freaking intelligent, okay? Like, I don't even think that you know that you have an advantage over the average person, but you don't know, it feels like you don't know that. Like, you know how there's this, I don't know why Spirit is kind of bringing all these things up and I'm trying to kind of describe it, but I can't remember the song and I'm not even going to try and think about it because it's like there's so much information. But basically it's like, you know, those really like beautiful kind of like women that don't even know that they're beautiful, and that like it's like they're kind of like they're kind of not even, it's like they're kind of oblivious to their own beauty, like very humble about it to the point where maybe they don't even see themselves as like beautiful. Like they think that they're normal like everybody else, but it's like they're like extremely like beautiful, or like they have certain attributes or characteristics about them that like really make them stand out. But their own self-perception, their own self-image doesn't let them perceive that beauty. It's like they kind of feel like everybody else, but they clearly, like in anybody else's eyes of that person, they stand out. Like they're beautiful. Oh, you know what the song is? You don't know you're beautiful, or something like that. Oh, dude, I can't even remember. I'm not gonna try. But you don't even know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Something like that. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, it's like you don't even realize the level of intelligence. And some of you have strong Aquarius placements, right? Or some kind of air placement in your chart that you can feel all the emotions. You can be this entire freaking ocean. And you can drown you can drown those sailors in the ocean of emotion that you hold and how deep it goes. Okay, we don't know how deep the ocean is, all right? And to think that the earth is what, like 75% water. Pisces, like you swim deep and you can take people on a journey and like you could drown them in the ocean of emotion. That your energy is so big, Pisces, so it's like you don't even realize how majestic your energy is about you, because it's not just you. It feels like you have a whole team of guides and angels behind you, because there's something that you're meant to do here. That's why I'm saying, like, whoever you are, where you're trying to either start something or get into something, whether it's a part of your purpose, whether it's something that you've been wanting to try out, a business, whatever it is, it's like what's been holding you back is how people perceive you, or how people will perceive you, or how to come off, or what kind of identity, or how to show up. And it's like that's what's been holding you back. But the sooner you remember that, hey, it's not even about me. I'm just here to help. I'm just here to give. I'm just here to bring positive energy, joy, bliss, fulfillment, whatever it is that I'm here to do as my mission, whether it's making songs, rapping, whatever, poems, writing a book, or teaching people through courses, or healing, or whatever it is that you do, Pisces, you're being asked to step into mission. And there's been like this self-perception or this self-image that has held you back. But the sooner that you're like, okay, it's not even about me, you know, I'm here to help. It's like that attention goes from focusing on you to everybody else, right? It's like being out on the dance floor and, you know, feeling like you're dancing awkward or something like that. And you feel like everybody's looking at you. And because you're so focused on how you look and how people perceive you, you can't even listen to the beat, and you think everybody's looking at you. And so now you're kind of like stumbling on your own feet. You know, it's like that kind of energy. But when you're kind of paying attention to how everybody else is vibing and you're listening to the music and you just kind of let yourself flow, that's when it comes natural, right? But it comes forced when you're, how is everybody looking at me? Am I doing the moves right? Am I on rhythm? Am I on the beat, right? It's like, I don't know why these examples are coming up, but it's coming up for someone. So I'm just going to channel that. And so yeah, with King of Swords, you don't even realize that your level of intelligence is way above average. And that's not to say that it's like you're better than, not at all. It's not better or worse. You're just different. Okay. And so there's a level of intelligence. A lot of you have strong Aquarius placements, and you mastered and you've been crowned as the King of Swords. So there's some kind of mastery that you went through. And the reason you got crowned King of Swords is because you learned the art of detachment. You learned the art of cutting the things and the people out that need to be cut at the time that they need to be cut out. Okay. Sometimes people are like, oh, I kind of see, it's like I kind of see this relationship's not going to go anywhere, but let me just stay here a little bit longer. Knowing the entire time that it's going to lead to an end, and that it's not going to bring any kind of value, right? It's those kinds of people, right, will stay here. It's not good or bad. It just means that they need to stay there long enough to learn the lesson. When it becomes unbearable, when it becomes like, that's when we change. A lot of times change is forced because we wait until it becomes so unbearable that then that's when we take the action. Whatever it is, Pisces, you're not that person, okay? So if you are that person, this is not your reading, because whoever I'm speaking to, you are crowned as a King of Swords. So you're going from a Three of Wands in the reverse. Delays, not dreaming big enough, doubting yourself, doubting the work that you put forth, doubting your manifestations, doubting your team, whatever this is, right? 2, being crowned King of Swords. All your guides are here with you. You're at the top of the mountain, and you've realized that you hold some kind of a leverage. You hold some kind of intelligence that has been granted to you but is not granted to others. You had to earn this through your spirituality. In a sense, you're a spiritual warrior. You got 2 swords for a reason. So Pisces, I'm going to continue this reading in the extended.